welcome back to Monster Train. I just realized that today we're playing Stygian, and last night on my stream I did random runs and got Stygian in I think every single run. And not every single run, I think I did one Awoken Umber run or something like that. I'm gonna pull up the match history actually. I wanna see. This isn't where I get to run history, what the hell? Hold on. I wanna see this. But I actually have to go back because we're gonna have to go through a loading screen again. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Where do you even see run history in this game? There it is. Oh, this is the run I did after the stream. Hellhorned Awoken. Oh yeah, I did this one after the stream as well. Stygian, 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 Stygian. Look at that. That's actually every single run. I was right. It was every run. That's crazy. Well, let's play Stygian, shall we? This is a great case for rotating random, right? Like I do on the YouTube on the stream. However, I don't hate it. I'm feeling pretty confident about my understanding about Tethys, I'll tell you that much. Do I have anything that I could use with Iron Drop Cage? There's Siren's Song and Restoring Retreat. I'm gonna take Guild Marker. Right. We played so much Tethys last night that I tried Conduit. It's really bad. We got to the point in the run of Conduit Tethys where I was just throwing Tethys down like a dragon, letting her die. Like that was it. What did we start with here? So with Seraph the Temperament, we got Flash Freeze, Sting, and Urchin Spine. Okay. I think we can take this. I'll either die or it'll be fine. We have a ton of kill spells, right? Sting, Flash Freeze, and Frozen Land. Let me slow this down. And since I don't have a way to... Like, I don't have a finishing spell for spell weakness, I'm not going to set up on the bottom or middle floor. So, like, because it doesn't matter, right? And this way I'm able to... Do I have another Train Steward coming up? I do. Excellent. I'll replace this Train Steward. But this way I'll be able to keep... Or I'll be able to clear out all of the Clergymen before Chains gets to me. That's the plan here. We'll see if it works out. Plus I can get some Frostbite on him, etc, etc. We took 6 for the Mark of Invasion, which is acceptable. A passable number to take overall. Oh, I should have thrown that down bottom lane. That's okay. The draws are going to be important here. Sting is a good one. Frozen Lance is fine. I think we play Weight of Contrition, then we just Flash Freeze you for the 8. Hope I draw into the other Train Steward to put down up here. Excellent draw. Let's wait on this. 62. 7. There's no way to heal out of range of Chains' kill. You need to get 3 Restore to get a Train Steward out of range of Chains' kill. Or second hit, right? So if you give them 3 Restores, then they'll get dropped to 3 and heal to 6. They'll take a second hit from Chains. It essentially takes their health up to 11. Let us do some math real quick. It's 133. We subtract 67 from that. It puts you at 6. It's 73. It is 66. 66, right? Which means that Frozen Lancing saves me 5 damage because Chains dies in 3 instead of 4. Overall, it's a net positive of 2. Yeah, puts him at 60 exactly. Might have been better to set up on the middle floor. Setting up on the middle floor was harder to do, though, I would argue. And that's fine. The trial, maybe taking the trial lets me set up middle floor. We take a little less damage, I'm not sure. I think that you often just end up... Whoa, Wildwood Tome. Quick Sweep Tethys is really good, right? This clears backline for you, which is mainly... Yeah, let's try this. Overtaking Wildwood Sap here. The big problem is that I have to draw Wildwood Tome, but I think it's cool. Hope we don't see Thorn Lord here. Quick, spikes, and plus 25. And if I see a sweep unit here, yeah. You know, the quick tome is cool, but we're also just going to take the good quick sweep here. This way it's always going to have quick. And I think we roll for plus 10 attack. Didn't hit it. Did hit a large stone, which is actually fine as well. This Shattered Shell can now just tank for the bottom floor, right? That's pretty good. Like, that's a pretty good starting shop. Ah, High Priest of the Light. Don't take those spikes. So this is the other big problem of playing with Tethys, right? What I found a few things about playing with Tethys after all of the time I've spent. I've found that A, you have a lot of ways to keep Tethys alive from sweep enemies. You have Sap Totem, Incant Gain Armor Totem, the ability to pick up armor or something similar from other factions. However, I've also found that sometimes you don't get any of those and you just get to eat shit, right? Because like the fact that High Priest of the Light is your second floor, which means you get a total of 2 card picks on the you get 2 clan packs on the way there, plus a draft. If you don't start with a way to give Tethys survivability, you're probably not getting it unless you're playing like Hellhorned and you open an armor pack, for example, or like an armor imp. Regenning immediately takes the exact same amount of damage overall. That's interesting. With the quick tome, Tethys will get 1 hit in. Also, the big thing about High Priest of the Light, right? Complain because it kills Tethys, but High Priest gets so fucked up by it. Like, Large Stone just kills this guy. Large Stone is actually so nuts on this unit. Right, because like, oh yeah, it sucks that we go against that, but Large Stone just bodies him so hard. It's crazy. Ancient Synergy. Yeah. I have seen so many rare cards. I have seen more rare cards than I should. Restoration Detonation. So we have a good start going here, because we can slap Tethys down behind the big boy on the bottom floor. I can also just hunt a Hot Shark, but we already have the answer. And so I'm going to move on. Tethys is the only reason in this game that I've ever gone, man, I wish I could just give a chance. I mean, Tethys and the other guy. The Hornbreaker Prince. I think in this situation I give you magic. I don't know the upgrades you can get off of this, but what I think I'm going to give you is I think I'm going to give you a Flash Freeze here. Ancient Synergy is going to be a good thing to have as a finisher for Daedalus. And I don't really want to get... I think versus giving a random spell versus giving a random card, it's better to give the spell when comparing like Train Steward versus a starting spell. And I can't give you my big sweep boy because he's important. I'll give you Flash Freeze. Most of the time, honestly, every time I see that event now, I'm very worried because I usually die before I see him a second time. But hopefully that isn't the case. I hope. Upgrading a Train Steward here with plus 25. I've been doing this more and more. I probably should have thrown him a plus 10 as well, but giving him plus 25 lets him tank a little bit more for me. Okay, top 4. I think... How do I want to go about this? I think I want to go about this like this. We're just going to try and keep you alive with restores. This should hopefully give me a way to kill everything here. Because we should have the spell weakness on Tethys. I need to burn all my consume cards though. Like everything needs to go so that I get this deck to... I need to get as few cards in this deck as possible in order to have a chance of hitting Ancient Synergy in the next 2 turns. See, one of the other things I found after playing a bunch of Tethys is I think you might just, when you have spell power, have to set up on this floor. Because if you don't, like setting up on this floor lets you have the opportunity to hit. Like you get an extra draw is what I'm going for here. You get that one more draw to try and find your kill spell for your boss. Quick also kills bombs if you didn't know. Like quick ahead of this fight is very nice. Kinda just farms it for me. Like this is, wow, this is worth. Yeah, like what a good spell here. Even just at that little bit. Alright, I think we cleaned this fight up pretty easily. Now we have held Daedalus ahead of the final round. And I didn't even hit it on the way there, so... We have... It's almost guaranteed, right? There's almost no way... Unless my bottom two cards are Ancient Synergy, Titan's Gratitude, we kill him for sure. Even if they are, actually, I just need to hit a Frozen Lance. Okay, I have the guaranteed kill. So I'm going to wait, because I want to see if those two cards are bottom two here. Because I want to just... Yeah, okay. They're not. 288 times 3. Right now, it is acceptable. I wonder about taking Rail Spike here. Because think about it, right? If I pull this, even if I pull this for 2 and I hit like Ancient Synergy, it's kind of nuts. There's a lot of bricks, right? There's dead weights, there's stings, there's urchin spines. Let's look at the odds. If I take it, because I haven't taken this card. I've never taken it. I just go, haha, it sucks. I'm gonna give it its try. I've been trying to give everything its fair shake. This is your time. Which fell? Curse fell. We actually should crush Curse fell. Incant Shark is good, but I need to take space if I take Incant Shark, and I need to put him... I would probably put Incant Shark between Shattered Shell and Tethys, so that in the Relentless Combat, this guy is full on. I kind of like it, honestly. I kind of like it. I would like it more if I had double incant triggers, but I kind of like taking space here. The draw is maybe better, but I have Awoken's Rail Spike. I don't know. It's not really a draw card per se, but this is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking if we take draw, I have a better chance of hitting my Ancient Synergies. If I take the Shark, it's more spell weakness overall, and I take the... I don't know. This one's tough. I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to take Capacity, and we're going to give it a shot. This isn't... I want to try taking things that I would not normally do, right? This is not a play I would normally do. Taking those 3 choices at this point in the game, I would probably never take normally. Like, never, ever. Plus 3 health or plus 3 magic power? What's Tethys' health at? 6? You go up to 9? This takes you to 12? Like, Hammered Chestplates is huge here. But so is Tempered Talisman. But, like, Hammered Chestplates, you have to. We start burning... Actually, I can hold on to Train Stewards right now. We start burning Frozen Lances. I have plenty of space in the train for Train Steward. Fire health is good. And then we want Spell Weakness, too. I would take Frostbite if we were using Tethys to kill backliners, but we are not. Plus, the quick plus Frostbite kind of clashes. Party Boy. I think we take this because it's just free money. I mean, it's not free, but it's like 6 to 2 times 4. It's 6 to 14 damage for 150 coins, which is great. In the worst cases, we struggle a little bit, but interesting. These guys get to walk up here. They go up to 5. It's gonna depend on what I hit off the Awoken's Rail Spike, which one's better. But I think it's gonna be better to set up here because you get 4 Slay farms here. Plus I save 8 damage overall. Like, this feels like it's gotta be the way to go. Alright, Awoken's Rail Spike. Don't hit Deadweight. Incredible. And even just hitting that's fine, right? Because that's a card that I would have paid 1 energy for anyway, so it's okay. I'm happy with that. Right, it replaced itself. It's just, hitting any card is a positive outcome for Awoken's Rail Spike. The only negative outcome is not hitting a card. Or hitting any card that costs more than 0 is what I mean to say. Hitting a 0 cost card is a brick, but, you know, we hope we don't do that. This looks fine, right? A little more healing for this guy, like a holdover on the Restoration Detonation, for example, would be good. Something like this, so that we always pop these frontliners for him. I think it might be right to Frozen Lands here and then just Titan's Gratitude so that you get your Slay farm. Because if I can get him up to 35, he just kills everything for me. Can't quite get him up to 35 yet. But we're fine, right? We're at 30. We're at 35 quick sweeps, so we just crushed this fight now. Cool. This is a strong run. This is not Pyrite Master. This is the Porcupine, which is the stat brick unit. I think I will give you a Slay trigger here. Sting you. Why not? I think we should do well enough. Well, so here's the deal, right? It's the old classic. How do we draw? We'll see. It should be fine. I've put myself into the old, we have 1 round to draw it. But we're going to get these 6 cards. I'm going to have 5 draws to hit Ancient Synergy or Titan's Gratitude, essentially, is where we're at right now. Will I hit it? That's a good question. I sure hope so. This is where spell weakness is inconsistent, though. Absolutely. This is where you go, ooh, uh-oh. Or at least, this is where I go, ooh, uh-oh, anyway. You just get farmed. Right, we get a 5 and 17 to hit, and we can hit a lot of things, and that will keep us alive here. We get to 22 because of the shark play. Yeah, we hit it. But even hitting Frozen Lands would have kept us in the game. So it's not so bad. 575. Nice. The shark play seems to be a good move. I'm going to want to buff him up a little bit. However. Second Awoken's Rail Spike? Probably not. But this is the thing that really kills me now, right? Because I never really thought about this at any other time, but look at these 2 cards side by side, right? Pyrogrow, draw 1, enhance the drawn card to cost 0. Or Awoken's Rail Spike, X cost, draw X, enhance all cards drawn this way with -2. You literally just get an extra card with Awoken's Rail Spike. How many cards are you going to hit? How many cards are there that can even have Pyrogrow be better than Awoken's Rail Spike to draw with? Like, probably 15 if I were to guess. I'm not taking a second one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. What did I give you? Flash Freeze? Don't give me Bone Dog's favor. Ooh, gain money. I think if I leave this with him, it goes up. It becomes free. I think I'll just take this. Thanks for the money. If I can, I mean, I'm not going to hold over that because it's a waste, but that's pretty sweet. I want to buff up our shark now, and I want to remove cards. Right, we want to get rid of bad cards. Root Split Mask is actually kind of nice for, like, it gives you the extra turn to hit. Sap Tap's also good because it's draw. Draw is good. This is a good choice. If I end up holdovering Restoration Detonation, that Sap Tap will be a little better. But I think Root Split Mask is just going to be the way to go. I'm a big Root Split Mask proponent. You Incant Armor 1. Incant gain Armor 1. You can cast 25 spells for it to equal a Health Stone. Do I do that? Not really. Maybe it's always better to give him... The only way this is better is if I hit the double Incant trigger. And even then, I still have to cast 13 spells. Wow. That's rough. I guess the armor's replenishable, but like... Is there anything to be said for the armor being replenishable versus the health being not? I feel like it ends up being the same, right? Because if you have 4 armor and you take 5, you're at the same health as if you just took 5 and then gained 4 armor later. Right? Yeah, it feels like it's gotta be the same. I can't take a large stone, unfortunately. A large stone would be nice, but I don't have the space. I almost want a large stone of Train Steward. However, we're going to remove some cards. Because now we want to... Again, I'm not worried about the Train Stewards, right? The biggest killer of this run is missing my kill spells on the final round. I only have 2 kill spells. That's the big question mark. How do I get more kill spells? I need to hit a Magic Shop and Permafrost one of them, basically. Or Holdover. What would I even removal then? Probably the stings. I think I removal Frozen Lance. Just one, and then I'm gonna remove Restore as well. I just wanna get there. Okay, that should be good for now. Merchant Marker is very nice. It's like playing without 2 Covenants enabled. Multi-strike. I have taken multi-strike on this combat, and I've had it go one of 2 ways: excellently or horribly. And because we do quick, there's one thing. There's one thing. There is exactly one wave. Actually, because we have quick, this is way harder. I can't take this because multi-strike on the one clipped Guardian has 100 to 0'd me. Like, he has killed me because I was unable to stop him. It's not a risk worth taking. Quick is interesting because it almost makes this fight harder. Where are you up here? Because this clipped Guardian that's gonna come in, he gets the he doesn't attack, he attacks second, right? This is worth silencing. Yeah, absolutely. Saves a lot of damage overall. How much do I want Awoken's Rail Spike on here? I think I'll go for 3. This is your big money Awoken's Rail Spike right here. Let's get it, buddy. Alright, this card sucks. That's rough, buddy. That is rough. Let me tell you what. That is unfortunate, my man. You almost had it, too. You almost had it. That's so terrible. Holy shit. That's probably the worst I could have ever imagined. Not really, right? It could have hit 2 stings. At least the Train Stewards were free that round. I got these hopes in my head. I started to envision, like, ooh, what if it hits Ancient Synergy for -3 here? Or no, -2, right? I started thinking of the good possibilities, and then they brought me back down to earth. Put me in my place. I want to hit you for a big heal. So we can see what we're going to draw next turn. Okay. We're going to have 2 turns to hit Ancient Synergy or Titan's Grasp for a second time. We'll see how it goes. 50-50? Nice. The Sycophant with this boss is kind of tough because he gets basically +10 from it instead of +2. Okay. I get 7 draws on this turn, so we should have as good of a chance as is humanly possible to survive this combat, right? It's gonna be... yeah, we're fine. Bet I missed this money. Wait, does this kill? Does this kill? It does not. Okay. I missed the money. That's fine. We're not doing too poorly here, I gotta say. This is a spell weakness deck that's kinda getting there. It's off the ground anyway. I don't think I want any of this. Guardian Stone would be nice, but I can't fit it. Wildwood Custodian is actually sweet. I like this unit a lot. I think that there's very few times where you don't take this. Alright. Not a bad run, right? The spell weakness problem is a common issue to run into, which is, oh, I missed, I'm dead. Right, like, it just happens sometimes. But we can mitigate it here. I think I don't want to give up health here. We have plenty of money. This isn't worth it. I have 485 and we're not going to a shop here. This isn't fair. I'm going to duplicate Ancient Synergy. Easy. Now, it's interesting because removing these other spells does lower my Ancient Synergy's damage. I wonder if it's wrong. I wonder if it's wrong to remove Restores at this point. I feel like it isn't. My concern is that we don't beat Fel. My concern is that Fel is going to defeat me. I'm gonna remove a Restore and maybe a Train Steward. Yeah, let's get rid of a Train Steward here. This deck is interesting though because it's fine up until it isn't. And it isn't fine Usually you just want to get through the deck the first time and then you stabilize, but this deck is like, after the first time through, I really need to be hitting my spells. A very different style than I'm used to. Thankfully, we only have 3 units, so I always hit. Take 5, but the setup is more important here. But, like, this Shattered Shell has been doing some fucking work on this run. My man is going in. The other thing that'll be very helpful for this run is if I'm able to clip Fel here for, like... basically, if I'm able to chunk her. At any point. We need to burn these. I can Awoken's Rail Spike for 1. It will probably hit something playable, but... Can I afford it? Yeah, I think I can afford it. Yeah, that's a fine hit. Exceptional. We want to eliminate these. The Guardians are the hardest part of Fel for spell weakness because most of your spell weakness spells hit front units. Right. Missing the Custodian. What is it? It's gonna be... We're gonna be doing... 12... It's 12. No, he'll do 18. I don't think it's worth it. Sorry, Custodian. Permafrost, right? The craziest thing about this run so far is that we have not been able to go to many magic shops, which I really need to. Like, we are in desperate need of a magic shop or two. Maybe energy was the way to go. This run's gonna be tough. I think we might fall apart here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have the root split mass to give me an extra round against heavies. Good idea. Great decision on that one. Oh, okay. What do we... I can't stop them. Right? I have no way to stop them because of the Alabaster Guardian, but still. We're getting there. Like, we're closing in on it being okay. We kill this Guardian. If I hit this one with a Flash Freeze, we'll kill him. And we'll take a little bit from these guys. Hit you with a Flash Freeze, you die. And the Free Titan's Gratitude here is pretty sweet. My big concern is my shell is dropping a little low. I need to get him healing. We have 2 more rounds here. What is it? This must be 5. I think this is around 5. One kills you. The double ancient synergy draws are driving me insane. Like, the fact that I'm hitting these at the same time is really bad. I duplicated this so that I could play them, like, back to back, ideally. What are we taking up here? There's nothing I can do about it. It's 12, it's 30. This is why you stack up the health, right? Sometimes this happens. One of the best ways to make sure you don't lose to bleeding heavies is just having a ton of health. I need to heal this thing. We should get the Custodian going. We should. It is final wave, never mind. Custodian, a little late. But your heart's in the right place. If I give you double restores, you die at the same rate. I don't want to... I need to give 1 though because I want to take you above 70 so you take an extra hit. I want to play one of these here. Yeah, we get 1 more round out, which means 1 more or 2 more spell weakness, which may be a difference maker. Just smack you a little bit. And hope I hit Ancient Synergy, and also hope it's enough, which it should be. This is going to put us at, like, 20, right? Yeah. Hope we hit Ancient Synergy. Ah, spell weakness. How I hate you so much. Oh, how I hate playing this deck. Oh, how I hate it. That is just... Oh, and welcome to another episode of I never play spell weakness for a very specific reason. Exhibit A. Ugh. I feel like I did everything right in this combat and just got fucked anyway. It's interesting. I wonder if I could have done more. Like, I don't know. Ahead of this combat, I spent all of the time in this entire run going, okay, how do I not brick against a boss? And the longer you play spell weakness, the higher your chances are that, like, if this is your plan right here, because 21 times, let's see, it's 21 times, what is this, 90? It's 21 times 102, which is, you know, enough. I hate spell weakness so much. One thing I wanted to look is I wanted to look at the map to see the path I took, right? At this point we weren't really committed to spell weakness, and then did I really just... I didn't see any magic merchants from beyond Daedalus. In 3 paths I never saw a magic merchant. That's the real killer here, right? This was not good. That's... I think the reason I lose this run is because of that. Because otherwise I just throw a permafrost on one of those. Absolutely. Ugh. Ugh. It's just disgusting, right? It's what do I even say? It is gross. Like, that is... I'm gonna do another one. Normally I'd end the video, but I'm not happy with that ending. Let's go. Oh, my bad. I need to make sure the clans are the same. I like making sure the clans are the same just so that it's like, oh, what do I title? What did I play in this episode? Oh, well, I played both. That was Stygian Awoken. I'll still play Spell Weakness. The thing is, Spell Weakness is good. Right? I would have killed that boss there. It opens itself up to that randomness effect. Okay, Founding Seal. I love Founding Seal a lot. Seraph the Chaste. Seraph the Chaste makes me want to take Spell Weakness. I didn't start with a killer card though. No. Not again. It just, occasionally they force me into it because you literally can't take Conduit. It is so bad. Like, Conduit is laughably bad. And so you have to take Spell Weakness sometimes, and, you know, sometimes that happens to you. I feel like maybe it happens to me more often than I would like, but that's probably just bias. Although, also, I think I've only ever won 1 run of Spell Weakness. What the fuck? And I'm pretty sure, like, the secret to winning with Spell Weakness is just hold over. Right, you hold over a kill spell and you kill everything with it. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'm gonna sap 3 this wave so that they don't hurt me, no matter what. It's okay, I'll be fine. Am I a little upset? Yeah, of course. Wouldn't you be? I think the big thing you could point to is you could point to me not taking out that Guardian on the top floor, right? I took a ton of damage for that. I wonder if there was a way, right? If I kill that Guardian, I wonder if there's a... Whoa. I wonder if there's an answer. I mean, there is, right? It's not that. I wonder if there's an answer in killing the Guardian, right? Could I have gotten a turn to kill that Guardian down? That's what I gotta wonder about that run. And the answer is I have no fucking clue. We're going Frostbite. I took the double incant triggers, but like we may as well just take Titan's Tooth. Fire Grow. Overall, I will say I did kind of like taking Awoken's Rail Spike there. Chaste makes me not like this path, but Wildwood Sap is fine. I guess if you take Spell... No, I didn't have a spell to upgrade at this point, though. Right, I was thinking Spell Weakness runs, you always want to upgrade at that... at this Merchant of Magic, but, like, I didn't have a spell for it. Huh. Sure. I suppose. I'll need to get a lot of regen, but, you know, this works. This will absolutely take me through the first, like, this will get me through a lot of combats here. Let's say. We can get away with Mark of Invasion. Is it worth it, though? This is the question. Is it worth 75 gold for this Mark of Invasion? Not really, right? It's crazy to me that they summon clergymen who do... Wait, what do? They do 9 plus 4, they do 13. I guess they do less damage than the theoretical upper end of the Sycophant spawn, but like only by 1. Or double the gold, right? I feel like the clergy isn't worth it for the invasion. But the reason to have gone it is if I start like this. If I get this guy and a heal on the first turn, it's just free money. But, you know, there was no guarantee of that, and was it worth the risk? Nah, not really, I don't think. Huh. I don't even need to Frozen Lance, right? We just crush this. I guess this tank will block enough that I won't get the Forged Disciple. I'll take 4 for it. That's acceptable. Do I even have a chance to hit Sinner's Burden again? Nah. Although, the Sinner's Burden combat does suck when you set up top floor like this. Maybe I should set up middle floor. We only get 6 of our 11 cards instead of 10. Okay, we hit the only one that mattered. If we land a second Steel Enhancer, I get 1 round of Frostbite out. However, as we have shown in the past, High Priest of the Light loses to Large Stone in every circumstance. Almost every boss just loses to Large Stone. Outside of Large Stoning a Train Steward, they all pretty much just die to it. High Priest might even just die to a Train Steward with Large Stone. I don't think I want this. We just want to take healing in any capacity. This will help Thorned Hollow kill heavies if they get up to him, which is fine with me. This is a run as well where I wouldn't hate putting Sweep on Tethys, or just picking up a Hot Shark here. It's cost -2. Infused Mallet I'm actually starting to cool off on. I've had a few runs where this actively hurt me, and the number of times where it helps me is not many. But like, there's one specific combat that this loses you. Like, this loses you the combat with Sycophants, because it just kills 2 Sycophants and you take like triple damage. Plus Forever Flame is just better, I think. AC Silliphite. Where would I put you? I would put you bottom floor, I guess behind Train Stewards. It's acceptable. Give me the X5 event. Ah, too bad. I did skip Hot Shark, or Beefy Shark with Founding Seal, come to think of it, but that's no longer the plan. Too bad I passed the drop cage now, but like, I don't even have anything to move enemies. I guess I would have this, but how good is it? Holy Claw is good for just removing heavies. 2 energy kill a heavy is fine with me. We should crush Daedalus. This is Explosive Seal? Explosive Sigil. Who has the seals? It's Crest for Fel. I think it's Seal for Seraph. Right, because they each have their own like naming convention for their special move. I'm just gonna set up like this again. Could set up bottom floor with this, but I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. So we're of course looking for anything that scales regen quickly at this point in the run. The hardest part of playing Awoken, in my opinion, is finding cards that say Wildwood Sap on them. Because it's a common, you see it, like I feel like you don't see it enough. And it's the whole deck. It's the whole build. It's just as many regen cards onto this guy as you can. Just all of them, please. How many regen cards do I want? Yes. I will take them all. The thing about Forever Flame is it basically just auto removes all Train Stewards from the deck. I'll never be like, oh, can't afford to pay the 1 here. I think this is the only wave that we even threatened to miss on. If I can do 9 damage to that front enemy. Actually, they should both die, right? Yeah, she got dropped low enough that she'll die from his 20 attack. Same thing here. Hey, who knows? Maybe the spell weakness I'm putting on the boss is gonna be enough in your average deck. I think we'll get maybe 4 spell weakness out of this if we're lucky. Probably not even 4. I'll just bully claw this tank out of the way. Is that even worth it? Not really. Better just to do this. We're gonna crush this fight. I have no fear. This boy with a large stone. Ooh, look at that. 4 spell weakness. Wow. Is that good or is that good? Now we're talking. Yeah. Goodbye, Daedalus. Like, what a great boss killing combo we have on the top floor. Everything else not so good. We're about to get crushed by heavies, for example, but right now we're looking sweet on that front at least. Feels backline. Animus of Will is probably what I want to pick up here. I don't have a way to buff her though, right? This is the big problem. But if I just throw, so if I throw her 2 +10s and then double her, that'll kill a lot of heavies for me. I just need something to tank for her. Huh. Maybe it's Hot Shark. I think I'll try. No, 'cause if I do this, where am I going to put her? This is the big problem. Where will I put her? Oh. My clicks. What am I doing? We have an Awoken banner, so I can pick up something to put her behind, maybe? And then... The problem is, okay. I have no unit upgrades coming until here, and I won't be able to duplicate her until here. So, no, here. Wait, no. Here, it's Helvet. So, this plan doesn't work. The plan of... I could duplicate her here and then try, I guess, at this Merchant of Steel, but we don't have enough Merchants of Steel to make her strong enough. She'll fall off in the late game, which is the big problem. And by the time she's online, it's the late game. So this doesn't work. We're going to take Titan Sentry, I think. How do I ever kill heavies in this build? This is our big question. And I think the answer is going to be Titan Sentry Tethys. And I'm going to take draw. You can argue in favor of the other option because of the other option being energy because of Curse Spell, but nah. Okay. Give me something cool in here. Guess we start here. Frostbite 20, fine. Remove 2, I mean, real talk, this is the best removal. I think that this card is more worthless than every other card in this deck by a lot. I'll remove Frozen Lances first, but like, it's bad. I think our boss killing is going to be, or our heavy killing is going to be holdover on a kill spell. Yep. Maybe I was supposed to take Husk Hermit there. I don't think so though. So our bottom floor is going to be, or our one of our floors is going to be Titan Sentry, Silliphite, Tethys to try and corral the front line. And also it just like crushes backline for you. But maybe I should have gone to the Magic Merchant to duplicate Spreading Spores. Or not duplicate, to upgrade it. Oh well. Party Boy, Clipped Reflector, no spikes, thank you. I think we have another Magic Merchant coming up. I wanted to hit that Awoken banner to try and find a good, like something, an answer. I did not. Don't play spells here. This is the problem unit right here. And he takes 56. It's the problem is actually not this guy. It's when there's 2 of him. All right, our big killer issue here is. We'll play a second one of these. 20. So you're taking 45. You'll die no matter what, right? Because you'll die on the next one. Our problem is when we fight two heavies. Also, our problem is that Hot Shark is dying. Please give me... didn't get it. I was looking for Restoration Detonation. We can save him with a Pulley Claw. It's fine. Phase 3, I'll take 6 for this, but saving Hot Shark's probably worth it. Although I can also save him with just Steel Enhancer. It's fine as well. Right, but any wave where there's a unit standing in front of a heavy is going to be our killer. I almost think maybe I need to take Sweep on Tethys, but Frostbite 10 doesn't kill heavies, right? Frostbite 20 plus a little assistance can maybe kill heavies. Gonna need Restoration Detonation. Excellent, great draw. Thank you very much for your service. Fine. I think I double restore you. If I double restore, he'll kill the Quill Marksman. Right, and he doesn't need to live that long. He needs to live long enough that... Actually, maybe I just play it like this. Maybe I just let it go. I think so. Yeah, this is Energy Siphon's time to shine. Look at that. Card needs like an upgrade to make it go to 2 or something like that. Right, there's no upgrade system in this game like there is in many other card games. It doesn't do it. I think we're just gonna first get you some Titans or train stewards, train sentries. My options here are scale this up, which I don't think we need to do, or sap here to reduce our damage taken, which I think is the better play. He's gonna do what? 2, 4, 6. I wonder if Titan's Tooth was better. He did 12. I think it's the same either way, actually. Let me claw you out. More Frostbite. We win this combat. We took 12. It's acceptable. Up next on our list of things to do today is upgrade Spreading Spores and remove a bunch of cards, and then we have a good run. Well, not necessarily a good run, but a passable run. Ah shit, here we go again. I think I take it though, it's a heavy killing plan. Do we want Invigorating Solution? You take it to cycle through the deck faster, right? You clear through the first time a little quicker with this card. But I think Focused Growth does the similar thing. Can I afford Focused Growth? Not really. Take Invigorating Solution. Okay. No Steel Merchants here, which is fine. We're looking for Magic Merchants. Great path here. Start off. Probably Steel Enhancer goes. Ancient Synergy, let's just keep removing Frozen Lances. This card doesn't belong here. Okay, I have a new hot take. I played a run off camera. I think that this relic is way better than I think it is. I had this thing basically carry me. If you bleed a heavy with like, so say a heavy gets through and it has 30 health, right? This relic makes it break even more or less. You lose like 1 health instead of losing 5. And it's kind of sweet. I'm a big fan. Double stack on the Spreading Spores. Plus, -1 is good, but I have a lot of removal to do. Oh, I think Holdover is a little better, but this should be fine as well. Go +10 here. This leaves the Holdover open for bot or heavy killing, which is important as well. Remove the last Frozen Lance. I think there's no reason to hold that card for anything. Sitting at a cool 28 still. Huh. Hey, it's Sower of Sorrow. Wow, this is... Look at this shit. Sower of Sorrow and Master of Light. Huh. Well, have you ever... Is this the combat that... This is probably the combat that most just goes, alright, Tethys, you get to eat shit. Wow, that's terrible. That is just awful. Holy shit, that's rough. This is what I kept Steel Enhancer for, I suppose, but it's still bad. This still puts us in a rough spot. No, I want to play Train Steward down here. If I miss the top floor boy, I miss it. I'm gonna need to hit a Steel Enhancer here or Tethys just dies. Yeah, we miss it. Too sad. Fuck me. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the most part, recently I've been on a like, yeah, usually you're fine. Like, Tethys has a way to survive in almost every situation, but like, that was top 4, right? I put Tethys top 4 and it survives, but like, come on. That's all I gotta say, come on. It should be fine, we have enough spells to hopefully pull us through this, but still, I'm not happy. I'm not gonna pretend I'm okay with what just happened there. I'm pretty mad. But you know, it's fine. I'm not that mad. Plus, we won't even take that much damage over this. I don't think, anyway. Building Frostbite, I think if you're committing to Frostbite Tethys, which I'm not, right? That's the other thing. I'm not committing to Frostbite Tethys here. So, if you do, you have a lot of ways out, right? Like as long as I had an out on that turn, then we had an out on this turn with Sap. Putting this guy on the top 4, I think, was more important. This Titan's Tooth is pretty worthless, though. Alright, so he does 6 and he heals me for 5. Letting tanks go through is now one of the better things we can do here. Like these 2 units going through, I think, heals me. Because it'll be 2 rounds, I believe. You'll be at... Oh, it might be 3 rounds. Is it 3 rounds or is it 2 rounds? I don't know. Either way, I think if I just throw a Guardian Amulet up here, it's good. I'll heal for 10. Maybe not quite 10, but I'll heal something close to it. Yeah, I healed 4 health off of that round. I would say worth. Now this boss, he is a sweet boss, which means he has one fatal flaw, which is his inability to fight large stone boys. Again, a unit goes through, I take 12, but I heal 5. It's not as bad. Just let the spreading spores do their thing here. We win this. Yeah, not even close, baby. Big problem is Chased, but with spreading spores you can outscale Chased, I think. Well, yeah, we took as a total 4 damage there. Fine. Guardian Stone. Can I fit this? No. Do I want to fit this? Kind of. Double incant trigger plus Guardian Stone's pretty cool. We have no incant presently, like at all, to make use of Founding Seal. But what do I stop? Like, because I'm putting this down. I think this isn't fair. I don't think this is right. We faced what should be... Well, there's Pyro Wings coming up, actually. I'm gonna take Drain. Skip this one. I need... Like, we really need upgrades at this point. I need a lot of magic upgrades. There's a lot of things that I want to put holdover on. Unfortunately, I have not to the right position for that, so instead we will do some removing. The faster I get through this deck, the better it is, because the faster we get Spreading Spores going. And something to help get Spreading Spores going is duplicating it. And our problem is, of course, heavies walking past us, but a secondary problem is killing Seraph the Chaste. Against other foes, I could focus on killing heavies. However, Seraph the Chaste leads me to, well, my Regen Spikes plan is just going to be hard countered. Is this a deck that kills these units well enough? Let's find out. Yes. Excellent. I'm fine with setting up like this. We even get to put a Spreading Spore down on you. This is a fine start. I can remove like a lot of cards from this deck, I think. And if I remove enough cards, it might be fine. Or even good. This is good. I guess I could have put him top 4. I'm not putting anything behind him. I don't know why I'm aiming to put him in the room with 4 space. Or 5 space, I mean. Okay, with taking this damage. Nah, I don't need to, I don't think. His regen should scale up fast enough. And single heavies, no problem. The double heavies are the problem. Of course they are. Right, like, the less draws we have that look like this, the better off we end up in this run. That's the takeaway. An invigorating solution is a part of the problem there, of course, but still. It makes our next draw better, at least. Because we're drawing 9 cards here. What am I taking from this? Probably energy. We're going to reach a point in the fight against Seraph where I just go, I need to play as many... I need to play like 5 spreading spores, right? That's our end game. And so being able to do that will be good. You dying down here? You are. I need to heal you. It's okay missing that spreading spores. We have 2 of them for a reason. This guy's gonna walk past me, but again, we took blood for blood. Makes this guy getting past me a little less bad. Especially if I drain him. Because Ancient Synergy is worthless on this combat, but Drain isn't. You guys are falling apart. However, I think you've done your work. I think there'll be like, I think there's one more round after this. How many curses have I taken from Fel? No, this is the final round, isn't it? I think we had this exact same situation last time. I think you guys have done your work well enough. My regen isn't great. Do I have one more round? What are we looking at here? I do have one more round. Ugh. We need to eat this damage. I need yours. I need your regen up much higher than 11 at this point. You can make a good case for at least playing the Weight of Contrition there, but nah. I'm pretty sure this is final round here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there is not. It's not always single heavy on Fel. There is also on the Curse Fel. The heavy spawns. The final round spawns with a shaman. Take my 5 free health back here. He wins this? He should win this, right? Do you win this? He wins it. Of course he wins it. But like, this is what I'm talking about, where I'm going to want 4 energy. Because against Seraph, we're probably going to have 2 or 3 rounds that look like this, ideally. Being able to do that is good. Cool, we made it past Fel. Excellent. I love watching those numbers stack up. And thanks to Blood for Blood, even though I bled like 2 or 3 heavies, we landed at 4 damage taken. I super underrated this. Keep Offering is maybe good here. Awoken's Rail Spike in this run I think is bad because I just want to draw through as fast as possible. And this card hinders that because I have to I want to draw through as fast as possible and play all of my consume cards. Take an energy here. If we get this down to 25 cards or so, it should be good. Probably like in the 23 to 25 range, and we really want this path. Yeah, this is a great path. Magic Merchant has remove consume. Terrible. I want probably to hold over Restoration Detonation. There was a great case to be made, by the way, for hitting the Steel Merchant. I've passed a lot of them. I've passed one of them, actually. But getting this Shark Endless would be very nice. I think we'll probably go to this Steel Merchant. Although, you know, I also have a lot of things I want to do to my spells. It's a big problem. I want to reroll and look for Holdover, I think. Why is Remove Consume here so cheap? It's only 95? That's strange. Is it just random? I think it's just random. Permafrost. What do I even want to permafrost? Nothing, right? Like, why would I permafrost anything here? I guess Ancient Synergy. and clean some stuff up for me. Plus it removes it from the draw cycle. It's acceptable. Okay. Removing probably Train Steward. Although at this point Steel Enhancer is pretty worthless and stays in the deck. Train Steward doesn't stay in the deck, he consumes himself, I have the space to play him. Fucking Conduit. Do I take Conduit here? No, I have no damage spells. I have like 2 cards that benefits. It's just the Frostbite 40 doesn't do a ton for me. Please give me a trial I can take. What trial can I take here? Ah, that's a good question. Oh dear. Thank God we have Blood for Blood. Because this guy is going to... So this combat actually probably comes out about even in terms of damage taken, as long as I don't die to the living armor. Because there's so many 0 health or 0 attack tanks on this combat. But it is just a lot of Pyre Wings here as well. How does Tethys do against Pyre Wings? Okay, you guys are going up here. We're gonna not just int Tethys. Should I play Train Steward? I really want to get rid of this, but I can't. Guess I play you middle 4. I should hit something that stops this from killing Tethys, and that's going to be useful. Icy Silliphite, you're going up here, although you don't do anything for me up here. It really is just getting rid of all of these cards. Hey, double Energy Siphon Restoration? Look at that! Oh my god, Energy Siphon! Holy shit, it popped off! What the hell? I've never seen it be so good. How greedy? I think I go hard on greed here. 5, like, I'm missing this drain, which is bad, but like 100 gold and plus 5 health is good as long as I don't whiff. I mean, I might, and if I whiff, it's fine, right? I open myself up to this. It is acceptable. Tethys dies. That is how it is. It should be okay. I hope it's okay. Because at this point, Tethys doesn't do anything for me anyway. That's my argument. We made it past the... Oh, there's one more heavy. I didn't realize there was one more heavy. That is my mistake. And I lose 3 energy. I see. I think we're still okay here. Right, because the deck is starting to scale. And the thing is, like, you'll see, Pyre Wings don't do a ton of damage to my Pyre. They really don't. Like, this guy going through isn't that big of a deal to me. Like, on this wave, for example, even if these guys go through at full health, I heal for 15, it takes me 4 rounds to kill. I only lose 1 health if these guys go through at full. This wave gains me health. I've got this Deep Offering, but I haven't had the turn to play it yet. Like, and this wave, similarly, is gonna mostly be fine. I lose my 3 energy, but it's a brief respite. Hey, look at that. I took 12, I healed 10. It's fine. Keep it flowing here. If we can live this round, it's good. Did we live this round? Not yet. But if I just simply apply some regen, perhaps. Uh-oh. Huh, interesting. I might be dead. I might have taken too much Ember Drain to stay alive here. We're going to need to actually... I'm gonna need to hit those spell weakness cards, huh? How about it? Because even at full health, you only get 1 round before he one-shots you. Interesting. This may be it. This may be the end. Dude goes up there at 256, he's gonna put me in the ground. Oh, he's full health and that's gonna kill me, isn't it? Because he's full health. Because if I had left him lower, I could have siphoned and then restoration detonationed him. Huh. How about it? Too bad. If I had left him -10, we would have got it. Crazy. So the Pyro Wings combat killed me. The point I made about Blood for Blood stands. However, I shouldn't have played my units. I should have just played, like, I shouldn't have played my units, basically, right? Because I ended up falling short on the regen stacks I needed and died for it. But I would have also fallen short on regen stacks if I didn't play my units, because I wouldn't have been able to play enough regen, I imagine. I don't know, it's a tough one. It's a hard combat to come out on top of. I think the way that we come out on top of that is through, I don't know, maybe some different upgrades throughout the run. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.